Well, happy Saturday, tubers. Look who we got with us today. Actually, we have a special guest this weekend. We got Excel430 with us. Jason, say hello to the tubers. We're back over in Hootinvillle. Got Mr. Kenny Hootin with us. Look, check him out. He's got his YouTube attire on today. Same outfit, every YouTube. And we got Rockstar, who has been MIA off the internet for a while. He'll be back one day. He just...
Only clothes I got, bro.
You know you're a true hillbilly when you stay down to 3 outfits. But we're out here today trying to get Jason on a point.
I take a shower once every 2 weeks, whether I need it or not.
Right. Someone usually shows me in before I want to go, but figured we'd get on and say hello. But we'll get off here, see if we can't find something to show off, and hopefully put Mr. Excel430. If you don't subscribe to him, which you don't post a lot of videos, tell him, Jason, post some videos. Send them a sub, send them a low. Thanks for enjoying the show. Nomadic Adventures is just about to begin. The show that never ends. Well, here we are. Been walling our way through this little creek. I mean, we've been scratching it hard, looking everywhere, picking up all kinds of manufactured flakes. I mean, look at this big old percussion flake here, pink, worked around. And Mr. Hootin's like, oh, I finally got something. Finally got something. And look at that base. Looks old. Looks like an old knife or something.
Taking my time. Sooner or later, I'll get
broke just a base. Huh. Look at that beveled edge on it there, though. Looks like a slight bevel to it to me, don't it to you? Sure it does. The ground on the bottom.
Yeah, feels like it.
Let's say that bottom looks ground.
Feels like she is.
Oh yeah, that's ground. And look at that slight bevel running down this edge here. I mean, it's not much of one, but it's enough there to be a bevel. Same on this side. Cross beveling. Rhombroid beveling.
I wish she'd been whole.
Yeah.
Looks like it's starting to come in there. Might have been blunted off. Broken ring.
Yeah, not much tip missing. Inch or something maybe. Well, find is a find when it's been some hard looking today. But
Old creek's been cold.
it's all about hanging out and having fun. We're happy when something gets found. At least here, no one else looks here, so that's why we're here. Because my creek's done been hit hard and heavy by me and everyone else and their brother after me. So, we got all day. I'm sure we'll be back.
oh, Jesus come, Jesus come again. It was written on the wall that I
Well, this little ditch we're in, right here's the spring. See down that hole? It's just pumping water out. Flowing out. Now you know, I mean, they're just picking up flake and camp trash like crazy. flipping over rocks and stuff. But you know they came here and got fresh water all the time. These big rocks I'm standing on probably didn't used to be here, I'd say. It's got this big old, it's not really a Missouri black rock. I think it's more like a limestone maybe, to a sandstone kinda. But sure is shelved awful bad. Someone's got some old fence been washed down over the hill. But if I was gonna drink water from somewhere and out living out in nature, that's where I'd want to go every day, wouldn't you? That's why I always say where there's a spring, there's a camp close by. This camp's right on top of the hill where all the seed ticks are, and we're trying to stay out of them today. But I'll get off here till we find something. Just thought you guys might enjoy seeing this spring. No telling how deep that goes down in there. If I didn't have cotton on my camera, I'd shove it down the hole to see what we could see. But to tell you the truth, I'm kind of scared to stick my hand down that hole. You don't know what could be hiding down there. There's a lot of hole down there. Big hole. Well. Yeah, it's got some big shelved rocks on it right now. We'll see if we can find something. Been standing over at that spring forever, waiting on them guys, talking, just diddling around, and just standing there. You know, Hootin, he comes just walking over here and kicks around. He goes, "Up, Bricks, better get over here. Look at that. Look at that, would you? Look at that. Up. You see that one, Paul?"
There's a tooth right beside it.
Oh.
Looks like a human tooth.
Yeah, that does look like a... Nah, that's a deer tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a deer whitetail. But that's a Dixon. Maybe an Adena type, but... Look at that.
There on top.
Look at that. Man. Killer. Just barely got the tip nicked off. Look at that, all there. Look at that cool material. We probably better get that washed out for a picture, huh? Look at that. Right at the spring. Right at the spring we was just talking about. I mean, look at Chris's hands. I mean, just full of camp trash. Big flakes and everything, and we was talking about just exactly how this is what they do, hang out down here when it's hot in the summertime, be down here where it's nice and cool. I mean, most of what they did is common sense, really. I don't know why people try to overthink so much of it. Basic living, you know. Look at the color in this thing, would you? Man. No, I think just its natural mosarkite. Man, is that some pretty stuff or what? That's stellar. Stellar, even with that little stack on it right there. What's crawling on my, oh yeah, Mr. Tick. Get rid of you.
Get hikers.
I'm gonna squish you and get rid of you. Killer. Killer.
To find a job with I don't know, but nothing too hard. I need to get away, maybe a picnic out in the backyard.
up here pushing enough rocks around, and XL430 found this really cool tool. Definite scraper. I mean, fits in your hand just perfect. All busted around that way, just got a little chunk knocked out of it right there. Otherwise, that's a piece of outer core on that side. Outside white rock, but boy, look at the cool colors inside there in that bullseye. So he ain't been skunked. It ain't a point, but it's a tool.
The first Missouri artifact.
Yeah, pretty cool piece too, really.
Got some nice coloring in there, like a bullseye. But yeah, I'm happy with it.
Right.
Time to find something else.
Right, time to find a point.
Yeah.
Well, we're just midday, so we got lots to do.
These ain't the hardest times I've been through, but they ain't so easy neither.
Well, we had all been this way up the creek, all the way up, and then me and Mr. XL430 there, we had been back down this way down the creek, and Kenny was following us. And this is a reenactment, because he said he didn't know it, and he pulled it out. But they're kind of what was showing, he said.
Now work my fingers down for the man.
But you can clearly see the base. Just a Dixon with the tip nicked off of it. Yeah, I saw a bit of water right here.
One man rich and one man poor. One man headed for the promised door.
Like I always say, you can't outdo a guy in his home ground. It's kind of hard to do. It's just like usually if someone comes hunting with me, you know, I try my best to put them on a point, but usually always seems I find something. And there's a true Dixon for you too. Check that base out. A lot of them, that'll even be concaved, and sometimes your best Dixons will have a huge thinning strike that'll come up that side or even both sides. But that's pretty awesome. Good eyes, Mr. Hootin.
Thank you.
Good eyes.
Sweet.
Yes, it is. Nice find.
I appreciate it.
2 points today. That's pretty good. Killer. Don't get much better than that, folks.
These ain't the hardest times I've been through, but they ain't so easy neither.
We're taking a break and having lunch real quick, and I was just going to show some pictures of this, but I figured I'd shoot a video real fast. But this is a point that Kenny found. It's just barely missing a little nick off that ear, and then the tip, of course. But it is no fishtail sedalia, that's for dang sure. And the flaking on this point, I know what I think it is, but I'd like to hear a couple suggestions, especially out of our couple of our main paleo experts, like you, Pesley, Maine. What you think it is? I know what I think it is. I just want some confirmation. And it's ground. It's ground up to here on each side of the base. Heavily ground in the base. Except it's missing something that runs from all the way up at both sides. Back to lunch, and then we're back to hunting.
He been telling me where I could find a friend. Said all the folks out around Camden County, they all been talking about journey's end. It's the coolest restaurant, motorcycle museum.
Well, we went from hunting in the creek to some digging. Them boys over there, they're creating holes, looking for finds that's been left behind. And I was over here in some of this wet dirt. You can see that rock that just popped out right there, but it was covered in mud. Pretty muddy over here, so I had to hit it with a little water. Some kind of uniface tool. Looks like some cool material. I mean, it's really got the mud on it. And a muddy spot. Just moisture. Lots of moisture up next to the wall right here. You can tell it looks like someone dug that area down there a deeper level. Someone's done a lot of pothole digging out here. That's all I did was hit a hole someone had made and started going deeper. There it is. Yeah. We got thunder in the background. Well, we'll get off here and see if we can find some. Oh, Kenny found part of a rice. I'll have to show that. Yeah, and 2 pieces of pottery so far.
Where you can park your Harley, 'cause you know you'll get hungry now after a long hard ride. Go where the food and the women are even better than the whiskey.
Well, normally don't do a cleanup when we get from home from the creek, but we did stop and do a little digging today, so I figured I'd show this tool I found cleaned up. Some neat looking material. And then we picked up all kinds of flakes in the creek, and then Kenny, he give both them points to Jason, Excel430. So that was pretty cool of Kenny. Kudos to him. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow we get some rain tonight, and me and old Excel will be out pounding some ground somewhere. And then he'll be going back to Arkansas tomorrow night. So there was our adventure for the day of hanging out with the boys. Some kind of broken tool. See all the little flake scars on it. I don't know if it was a big square knife or just a flake tool or what. Partly missing, so it's hard to tell. Lots of cool flakes, but anywho, thanks for coming along and enjoying the show, everybody. We'll get back with you. Best of luck to everybody out there hunting this weekend. Hope you find a stellar point in your path. Just like that baby there.
Motorcycle museum and the Roadhouse Rock every weekend. Got the food and the women are even better than the whiskey, and the whiskey's real